So today we shall be starting a percent, isn't it? Which is in exercise 8A. Now, the very word percent means out of 100. Out of 100. Great. Now, suppose you get 12 marks out of 20. So in a unit test of 20 marks, suppose you secured 12 marks. Now you are asked that find the percentage. Find the percentage. Now find the percentage means what? So remember, this is the sign of percentage. Remember, this is the sign of percentage. So percentage here means out of 100. Percentage means out of 100 means find the percentage of marks obtained means find the marks obtained out of 100 means find marks out of 100. Okay, so how do we solve this? Okay, let us check this out. We shall be using unitary method. In this unitary method, how we shall be finding it out? Let me see. Out of 20 I secured 12 marks. So out of 1 I will be securing 12 by 20, and out of 100 I will be securing 12 by 20 multiplied by 100 out of 100. 12 by 20 multiplied by 100. This means that if I solve this out, what will I get? 25 times means I get 60 percentage. I have got secured 60%. Or you can directly find it out as 12 marks out of 20, and out of 100 just multiply it by 100. Therefore, to find percentage of a fraction, we have to multiply it by 100. To find the percentage of a fraction, we have to multiply the fraction by 100. So when we turn on exercise 8A number 1, isn't it? Let us talk about exercise 8A number 1, in which they say that express each of the following as percentage. Means express in percentage. So what did I teach you right now? I had taught you that if you need to find a value in percentage, just multiply by 100. And you will get your value in percentage. For example, when we talk about 3 by 4, and here you need to find the value in percentage. Therefore, how? So 3 by 4 multiplied by 100. So when you multiply 3 by 4 into 100, what will you get? So after solving this, like 25 times, 25 times, you will get 75 percentage. Now you need to mention this percentage, otherwise you know what will happen, isn't it? What will happen? The entire solution will be wrong, because 75 will be just a value. Here you have found out 75%, means out of 100 your value is 75, isn't it? Let's go back once again. In number 2 we have 2 by 3. The same thing. How it should be done? If you multiply this by 100, you will be getting a value 200 by 3. 200 by 3, and when you divide it, naturally you will get a value 66. 2 by 3 percentage, isn't it? We were asked to express in percentage, and that is what we are doing it, isn't it? Similarly, in number 3 we have 0.025, and how to change it into percentage? By multiplying it by 100. If you multiply it by 100, means 0.025, if you multiply this by 100, naturally the decimal will shift. When you cancel these two zeros, the decimal will shift towards your right hand side, to 2 places towards your right hand side. Why? Because when you multiply a number, the value of the number becomes bigger. So this will be equal to how much? 2.5. 2.5 percentage. Please do not forget to put the value of percentage, isn't it? One more we shall be doing, that is 3 by 8. Number 4. In number 4 we have 0.125. So 0.125, if I multiply this 0.125, if I multiply this by 100, naturally we will get a value in percentage. Means when we multiply a value with 100, a decimal value with 100, the decimal shifts towards the right hand side. Why? Because the value becomes bigger, isn't it? So it is equal to 12.5 percentage. I hope up till here you do not have any problem. One more we shall do. Why not to do 3 by 8? In number 5, when we solve 3 by 8, so 3 by 8, if you multiply 3 by 8 into 100, naturally you will get a value. How much? Let me check. Like 4 2 times and 4 25, that is 75 by 2 will be equal to 37.5 percentage. So what we found, that when we were asked to change it into percentage, what we did, we just multiplied it by 100. So here we found that this is a fraction, so we multiplied the fraction also by 100 and changed it into percentage. This is a decimal. Here we multiplied the decimal also by 100 and we got a value in percentage. So whatever value in fraction or decimal is given, we need to multiply them with 100 in order to change it into percentage. Okay. Now when we refer to number 2, what we see, that we are being asked to express the following percentage. Means express percentage to fractions, okay, and decimal. Now in the first part, what we saw, that the fraction and decimal were to be changed into percentage, but here the percentage needs to be changed to fraction as well as to decimal. Okay, so in that case what shall be done? Let us see. Okay, in number 1 we have 7.5%. So what do we mean by 7.5%? Means 7 2s are 14, 1, 15 by 2 percent. Now, what do you mean by percent? Percent means out of 100. Out of 100. So if we have, for example, 20%, so naturally how are we going to write this? We'll write 20 by 100. 20% means 20 by 100. So naturally when we have 15 by 2%, so we will write this as 15 by 2 into 1 by 100, isn't it? 15 by 2 into 1 by 100 means we will get a value 15 by 200. 15 by 200. Okay, so 15 by 200, how this needs to be solved, isn't it? Let us solve this. Okay, now 15 by 2 into 100, how this 15 by 2 into 100 means 5 3 times 15 and 5 2 times 10 means 3 by 40. This is equal to 3 by 40. Now 3 by 40 is in fraction form. 3 by 40 is in fraction form. Okay, so we have got one of our solutions. Now 3 by 40, how to change this 3 by 40 into decimal? 3 by 40 into decimal. So 3 by 40 into decimal, how to be changed? Let us see an easier way, or even you can say this is a trick. Now when we have 15 by 2 into 100, can you please solve this 15 by 2? So this 15 by 2 will be how much? 7.5. Now 7.5 divided by 100 will be equal to 0.075. The decimal will shift to 2 places towards your left hand side and you will get a value in decimal. So what we found, that we have changed the percent into fraction as well as the decimal number. Now we have 2.50%, isn't it? We have 2.50. This is your second part. 2.50 percentage. Now 2.50%. Percent, what do you mean by percent? Means out of 100. Percent means out of 100. So 2.50% means out of 100, means this can be written as 2.5 because after decimal this 0 has no value. So 2.5 by 100. 2.5 by 100. So 2.5 by 100, if we solve this one, okay, if we solve this one removing the decimal, that is 225 by 1000. So when we remove the decimal towards our right hand side, we put 10 in the denominator. On removing the decimal towards your right hand side, we put 10 in the denominator, isn't it? So let us cancel it. 25 1 times, 25 4 0. This means this 1 by 40 is in fraction form. So I have changed 2.5 into 1 by 40 in fraction form. Now how to change this 2.5 in decimal form? In decimal form. So how to change this in decimal form? Let us see. This 2.5 was written as 2.5 by 100. So 2.5 by 100 can be directly changed into decimal form, because as I taught you right now, that when we remove the decimal towards your right hand side, we put 1 0 over here. So this will be 25 by 1000. It is same as what I had taught you over here. Now this 25 by 1000, if we remove the decimal, the zeros, naturally the decimal will move towards the left hand side, isn't it? Have a look. When this decimal moves towards right hand side, I put 1 0 over here. Now when we are removing the 0, the decimal will move towards your left hand side. So here we'll get point 3 places. So 0.025. You can see 1, 2, 3. So on cancellation, we'll get 0.025, isn't it? It is in decimal form, so you should not write as percentage. Okay, this was in percent form. Now when we change it into decimal, we divided it by 100. We divided it by 100. Okay, now when I'll change this to percentage, so I'll multiply this by 100. Fraction, when I will change this to percent, I'll multiply this by 100. But when I'll change percent to fraction, I will divide it by 100, isn't it? Let us take one or two more. For example, let us take 0.2% number. In number 3 we have 0.02 percentage. So 0.02 percentage means 0.02 by 100 by 100. Now let us remove this decimal. So when we remove the decimal towards the right hand side, 2 zeros will be added because the decimal is jumping to 2 places towards your right hand side. So let us see, the same value has changed to 2 by 10000. So on cancellation, okay, on cancellation, or you can say on simplification, 2 5 times 000 is equal to how much? Is equal to 1 by 5000. This is in fraction form. Now if you were asked to change into decimal form, so naturally 2 by 10,000 will be equal to how much? The decimal will move to how many places? 1 2 3 4. Means the decimal in decimal form, in decimal form, it can be written as 2, and the decimal will move to how many places? 1 2 3 4 places. 1 2 3 4 places, isn't it? You can put 1 0 over here. So this is how we can change the percentage into decimal form, isn't it? Percentage into decimal form. Okay, let us do one or two more. For example, when we have 175 percentage, 100, and in number 4 we have 175 percentage. I hope now you people can do it yourself. So 175%, percent means what? Percent means out of 100. Let me write out of 100, out of 100, out of 100. So this 175% can be written as 175 by 100. Now you can easily change this into how much? Into what? So into either decimal form. So let me change this into decimal form first. So this can be written as 1.75, because on when these 2 zeros are removed, the decimal moves towards to 2 places towards your left hand side. So 1.75 is in decimal form. Now the same value 175 by 100, when it is solved, when it is cancelled or simplified, 25 4 times, 25 7 times is equal to 7 by 4. So this 7 by 4 is in fraction form, isn't it? Okay, now Let us take one more, 25%. So 25%, I hope you can do it yourself. How? This 25% is your sixth one. 25% can be written as 25 by 100, means 25%. If we are changing it into fraction or decimal, we need to divide it by 100, isn't it? So this will be equal to 0.25, because we are removing the decimal. Now the same value 25 by 100, if we simplify it, 25 one times, 25 four times, is equal to 1 by 4, is in fraction form, is in fraction form. So finally, what did we learn? Okay, we learned that when we were asked to change a fraction or decimal to percentage, so what we did, we multiplied it by 100. And when percentage was told to change it into fraction or decimal, so what we did, we divided it by 100. We divided it by 100, means vice versa. Vice versa, isn't it? I think VICE, vice versa, means opposite. So this was just the concept before we could start other sums on fractions. Okay.